Hello to everyone. Welcome to the world of Segment Anything model. My name is Maya and today I'm excited to introduce you to this advanced concept. As we embark on this exploration, we proudly represent Danesh Academy, where knowledge knows no boundaries. Let's begin by navigating the outline of our presentation. In this tutorial, we will go through the topics of segmentation, attention, vision transformer, multi-head attention, and of course the groundbreaking segment anything model. As we delve into each of these topics, keep in mind that these pillars will pave the way for a comprehensive understanding of this revolutionary concept. Image segmentation is a technique in digital image processing that involves dividing an image into various sections. The goal of this technique is to group pixels based on their similarities, which can be measured in terms of color, intensity, texture, or other characteristics. This technique is definitely a critical part of computer vision with several applications in areas such as self-driving cars and medical image analysis. In addition, about the techniques used for image segmentation, one solution is to apply deep learning algorithms, which also have other applications such as clustering, region expansion, and thresholding. To explain this concept, let's consider the image of a rabbit sitting in a yard. In this example, image segmentation would involve dividing the image into various segments or regions based on certain criteria. First, we can divide the image into two main segments, the rabbit and the yard. The segment representing the rabbit would include all the pixels that make up the rabbit's shape, color, and texture. In other words, this segment would outline and capture the distinct features of the rabbit in the image. Next, we have the segment representing the yard. This segment would include all the pixels that represent the grass, plants, or any other elements in the yard. This means that this segment would contain the background of the image, excluding the rabbit itself. By segmenting the image in this way, we can isolate the rabbit from its surroundings, allowing us to focus on analyzing and processing the rabbit separately from the yard. As you see, by image segmentation, we can identify and separate different regions of interest, making it easier to understand and work with specific parts of an image. I hope this explanation helps you to understand the concept more clearly. The development path to emergence of segment anything model began in 2017 with the advent of the attention models. In fact, attention models revolutionized natural language processing by allowing neural networks to focus on key information. Then, in 2021, vision transformers were introduced, which showed impressive results in image classification by applying attention principles to computer vision. In the same year, timesformers were introduced, which integrated temporal information for effective handling of videos and time series data. Finally, in 2023, segment anything models emerged, identifying distinct objects in images with high accuracy for image segmentation tasks. Let's see what is attention. This mechanism enables the neural network to focus on specific parts of an input sequence, such as words in a sentence. By doing so, it can better understand the sequence and handle longer sequences with greater accuracy. To illustrate how this mechanism works, let's look at the example sentence. I want to buy a new car. In this table, each row and columns represent a word in the sentence. The cells contain attention weights, which show how much attention each word gives to itself and other words in the sentence. The darker the cell color, the more attention a word pays to another word. For instance, car has high attention to want and new because they are related to the idea of buying a car. Similarly, to has high attention to buy because because they typically form a consecutive verb phrase. By paying attention to relevant parts of the input sequence, neural networks can improve their ability to handle natural language effectively. This leads to better performance on tasks such as machine translation, chatbots, and sentiment analysis. Have you ever used a language translation app or website? Or have you ever wondered how the computer knows which word to use and how to put them together in a way that makes sense? When you type in a sentence in one language and the app or website translates it into another language for you, that's an example of machine translation. And this is where the attention mechanism plays a crucial role. It's like when you're reading a sentence in a book and you focus on certain words that are important to what you're trying to understand. The attention mechanism helps the computer read the sentence and focus on important words that will help it create an accurate translation. Similarly, for image processing case, we can also use attention mechanism. As you see in the image of the rabbit and the yard, you would naturally put your attention on the different parts of the yard where the rabbit might be, like the grass or bushes. The attention mechanism in machine learning works in a similar way. It helps the computer focus on the important parts of an image that will help it identify the object or perform the tasks it needs to do. In short, the attention mechanism is like a spotlight that helps the computer focus on important information, whether it's word in a sentence or different parts of an image. It makes machine learning more accurate and effective, which is helpful in many different applications like language translation, image recognition, and more. In image processing, we have a saying, "A picture is worth 1,000 words," which reflects the idea that a single image can convey a vast amount of meaning. To show this, let's consider the example of a rabbit image in a yard with dimensions of 256 pixels by 256 pixels. If we treat each pixel in this image as a word, we would have a total of 65,536 pixels. So, in this case, the image contains approximately 65,000 words. However, when we try to calculate the attention or focus on each individual pixel as a word, we face a huge number of required operations, equal to almost 3 billion. It appears that this number doesn't directly correspond to the actual number of word pixels in the image, making the calculation rather impossible and challenging. While these calculations may seem strange and unrealistic, it's important to remember that the true essence of the expression lies in the idea that an image can convey a lot of information and evoke emotions. It's not about the exact number of words represented by each pixel. So, while we may not be able to accurately quantify the number of words in the image using pixel count, we can appreciate the information in an image which can tell stories, capture emotions, and share experiences in a way that surpasses the limitations of words alone. Vision Transformer or VIT is a powerful technology that offers important advantages over simple attention. It has a better memory, can process images faster, and pays attention to the most relevant features. VIT has the ability to understand long-distance relationships in images, allowing it to capture detailed information effectively. By breaking image into smaller parts and processing them at the same time, VIT speeds up the computations. It also focuses on the important features of an image, making the best use of its computing resources. In short, VIT is a valuable tool for computer vision tasks, thanks to its improved memory, faster processing, and smart attention to important details. The VIT architecture also requires breaking down the image into smaller parts called tokens. The VIT architecture utilizes a process known as patch extraction, where the image is split into non-overlapping rectangular patches of equal size. Each of these patches is considered a token and is processed separately by the vision transformer. Imagine you have a picture of a cute rabbit sitting in a yard and you want to understand how artificial intelligence processes known as self-attention and convolution can help analyze the image. Think of the self-attention process as if the rabbit is observing different parts of the yard and paying attention to what's happening around it. In the self-attention GIF, you can visualize the rabbit's focus shifting between the grass, the sky, and itself. It's like the rabbit is taking note of these important elements. Similarly, in the self-attention process, the AI model looks at the image and examines different parts, such as the grass, the sky, and the rabbit. It analyzes the relationships between these elements to understand how they related to each other. Now, let's think about the convolution process as if the rabbit is exploring the yard, looking for specific details and patterns. In the convolution GIF, imagine the rabbit moving around the yard, examining the texture of the grass, the colors of the sky, and the rabbit's own features. It's like the rabbit is investigating the image. Similarly, in the convolution process, the model scans the image with small filters or kernels. These filters help the model identify various features like the texture of the grass, the colors in the sky, and specific details about the rabbit itself. In vision transformers, we break down an image into smaller patches. Think of these patches as little puzzle pieces that make up the whole image. Each patch is then transformed using linear projection, like giving each puzzle piece a makeover. This transformation extracts essential features and highlights important information within each patch. But why we do this? Well, by dividing the image into these patches and transforming them, we allow the vision transformer to better understand the image's local patterns and details. It's like zooming in on specific parts of the image to analyze them more closely. To further enhance the model's understanding, we can also add a class embedding. This is like adding a contextual clue or background knowledge to the model. It helps the vision transformer consider the bigger picture and understand the overall context of the image. By going through this patching and embedding process, vision transformers became capable of accurately classifying images, spotting objects, and even segmenting different parts of an image. It's like having a keen eye and sharp perception to recognize various aspects of an image. Let's review the steps of vision transformer. Step 1. We split the image into smaller patches for easier analysis of local features. Step 2. Each patch is flattened to extract important information. Step 3. We create lower dimensional linear embeddings to highlight each patch's key features. Step 4. We introduce positional embeddings to understand the location of each patch within the image. Step 5. Flattened and embedded patches, along with their positional information, are fed into an encoder with multiple transformer encoder blocks to build a complete understanding of the image. Step 6. The model is pre-trained on diverse visual data to gather general visual features and develop image recognition abilities. Step 7. Lastly, the model is fine-tuned on a smaller dataset specific to the task at hand to refine its understanding and improve performance. And there you have it. By following these steps, vision transformers can analyze images, extract important features, and apply their newfound knowledge to various tasks. It's truly inspiring how these models break down images and make sense of the visual world around us. In machine learning, Different approaches are used to represent data. For text data, word tokens are used to break down the text into individual words and represent them as vectors. This allows for tasks like language translation and sentiment analysis. For visual data, image paths are used to represent parts of images. They capture spatial relationships and can be used for tasks like object detection and image segmentation. Both word tokens and image patches enable training of machine learning models and offer unique insights into their respective data types. In our vision transformer model, we have a block diagram containing interconnected components that work together to analyze images. It consists of embedded paths, normalization or norm, multi-head attention, MLP or multi-layer perceptron, and transformer encoder. These components analyze local features, capture relationships between paths, identify complex patterns, and learn layered representations of the image. The interconnectivity between these components enable us to analyze the image effectively. Let's see what is multi-head attention. Imagine you are a casting director looking for an actor with specific features for a movie role. The role you want to cast is your query. Is the thing you're looking for, like a young detective. The keys represent different attributes associated with an actor, like blonde hair, feet, and tall. These keys are used to match against the query to determine the relevance of each attribute for the casting. The values are the characteristics of actors relevant to their features, like how fit they are, their height, how blonde or dark their hair is, and so on. Multi-head attention calculates a relevance score for each feature, key, based on how similar it is to the role you're casting, query. These scores determine how much attention is given to each feature when computing a weighted average of the feature's value. For example, if the casting call emphasized a preference for actors with blonde hair, the weight assigned to the feature representing blonde hair will be higher, resulting in a higher relevance score for actors with those features. The weighted average of the value for the features that best match the casting call provides a summary of the relevant characteristics of the actors for this role. So, multi-head attention is like a search engine that helps you focus on the most relevant features of actors for a casting role, given a specific role description. It considers different aspects and capture complex relationships between them to provide more accurate and relevant information. Have you ever taken a picture of something and wanted to highlight a particular object from the background? Segment Anything model is an exciting project initiated by Meta, in which it is possible to do so by using this model. It focuses on creating two essential elements, a vast dataset for image segmentation and the Segment Anything model or SAM. SAM serves as a foundation model for image segmentation and can be easily prompted and trained. This collaborative effort by Meta aims to advancing the field of image segmentation, enabling more accurate and efficient segmentation techniques. SAM is a system that is designed to be very efficient processing data. We split the system into two parts. One, an image encoder, and two, a mask decoder. The encoder extracts important details from the input image, while the decoder analyzes the encoder image in real time. This enables SAM to process information quickly and efficiently, making it an ideal tool for data-driven applications. SAM supports three different prompts. 1. By clicking on a point. Users can simply click on a specific point in the image to indicate the area to be segmented. 2. By drawing a bounding box, users can draw a bounding box around the desired object for segmentation. 3. By drawing a rough mask on object, users can draw a rough outline around the object they want to segment. What makes SAM even more interesting is that the authors are currently working on a version of SAM that can take text inputs as prompts, similar to language models. SAM has been trained on a vast dataset of 1 billion masks, which makes it capable of always outputting a valid mask. Let me explain what that means. For example, when a user clicks on a person in an image, there may be instances where SAM is not entirely confident in segmenting the person accurately. In such cases, SAM intelligently tries to mask the dress or other parts of the object associated with the prompt. This methodology enables SAM to generate multiple valid masks when the object in question is ambiguous. SAM uses three critical components: an image encoder, a prompt encoder, and a mask decoder. When we give an image as input to the model, it first passes through the image encoder and produces an embedding for the entire image. The relationship between SAM and vision transformer comes into play in the context of text prompts. SAM uses a vision transformer to process text prompts, and this allows for better integration between the prompt and image features. In case we provide a mask as input, it goes through a downsampling stage using 2D convolutional layers. Then the model concatenates it with the image embedding to get the final vector. Any vector that the model gets from the prompt vector plus image embedding passes through a lightweight decoder that creates the final segmentation mask. The output from SAM gives us multiple possible valid masks with a confidence score, making it a robust and efficient tool for image segmentation. Finally, the Segment Anything model is an innovative image segmentation model that leverages the relationship between prompt encoders and the vision transformer to achieve accurate segmentation results. With its powerful components and ability to process different types of image inputs, SAM sets itself apart as a state-of-the-art model for image segmentation. Thank you for your time, and I hope this presentation has been insightful. I'm eager to answer any question that may arise. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. Have a good day and bye.